move into Peoria, Arizona, but before you make that move, you really want to know more about Peoria, how it's laid out, what it has to offer, and kind of where everything is at and how to get around. Well, in this video, that's exactly what we are going to show you and go over. We're actually going to jump into my computer on the Google map. We're going to show you all around how Peoria is laid out, where it is in relation to Phoenix and everything else around it, how to get around, and tell you a little bit about Peoria, what it's about, and what it's like living here. So let's go ahead and do this. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Phoenix, Arizona, or the surrounding areas like beautiful Peoria, then go ahead and subscribe, click that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what is happening in the Phoenix market. My name is Samantha. My team and I help people every single day just like you make their move out here to Phoenix, Arizona, and all the surrounding areas, and we absolutely love it. So if you are thinking of making a move out here, or if you just have questions and want to get a little bit more information, then reach out anytime. We are here and happy to help. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, schedule a Zoom call with us. All that info is in the description below. We are here and happy to help, whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months. Reach out and we would love to connect with you. There's a bunch more freebies and more information if you want to know more about what it's like every day, day-to-day kind of living in Arizona, Phoenix, and all the surrounding areas. If you want a moving checklist and freebies, check out the description. All of that is below. So we're going to go ahead and jump into my computer, show you all around Peoria, everything that you need to know so you can get a good idea of what it's like and what you need to know about Peoria. So let's go back to the office and check it out.
Okay, so we are jumping in and checking out Peoria on the map here, and this is basically Peoria right here. This is very rough. Like, you can actually Google Peoria if you want like a more specific, but this is the basic area of Peoria right here. And Peoria is a really gorgeous city. It's actually, I mean, a little bit older in terms of Arizona cities. Not a lot of cities here, since they have been like established as cities in Arizona, are super old, just because we are somewhat of a relatively newer state with newer cities. But it was established not too long ago. And it really started growing in the 40s and 50s is kind of when it switched from, like in the 1880s, it was agriculture. It was a lot of farmland and fields and farming and stuff like that. And then kind of in the 40s and 50s is when it started shifting a little bit more towards residential. And then in the 60s, 70s, and 80s is when it really took off. It became a lot more residential. And nowadays, you're really not going to see too many fields, farms, not a whole lot of agriculture there. There are some really cool, still historic parts of town that will have some of those museums and stuff like that in it. But for the most part, it's mostly residential now. And it's actually grown a lot, especially in the past 20 and 30 years. So we're going to go ahead and just dive in and check out a bunch of different parts, check out all over Peoria. If you actually want to like see the neighborhoods, see the drive-through, see all these places like in person and walk through and get a really good feel for it. We actually did a vlog tour of Peoria where we walked through all the different neighborhoods, drive through some different areas, show some of these hot spots. So if you want to actually get kind of a better feel for it after this video, go check out the Peoria vlog tour so you actually see all of this in action. So, all right, let's jump right into it. The first spot, one of the big things about Peoria that's kind of unique to it versus other parts of the Phoenix metro area is it's got lake living. So if lake life and lake living is something you enjoy, Lake Pleasant is right here in the north part of Peoria. So if you enjoy kayaking, wakeboarding, paddleboarding, what else? Normal boating, jet skiing. Like, obviously I don't go on the lake that much. You can tell I don't know all the fun toys and tools, but if you enjoy getting out there on the lake, being on the water, there's also trails all around it. You can hike, you can bike, you can take your dog, you can go camping, you can take RVs and trailers. You could do like hardcore in a tent, white with a leaf, like very hardcore camping if you want. So there's a lot to do all within kind of that Lake Pleasant area. It's one of the biggest lakes here. We have a lot of man-made, little lakes and ponds and stuff in different neighborhoods, but in terms of like actual natural big lakes, Lake Pleasant is where it's at. And especially in the spring and summer, you're going to see a ton of people up there enjoying the lake and getting out there on the water, which is really fun. So that's definitely one of the biggest draws of Peoria, is just that lake living. You're going to see a lot of different neighborhoods throughout the Peoria area. All the neighborhoods, especially in here, kind of up in the northern Peoria area. The homes are going to be a little bit bigger, but especially the garages and the driveways and the side gates are going to be really big because so many people have, the boats and the RVs and jet skis and all those fun toys that you can take up to the lakes. You're going to see kind of bigger yards and driveways and garages and stuff to be able to store all of that. If you have either toys that are too big to store, or if your HOA doesn't let you store them, there's a ton of storage all around the lake area. Just all in this area, there's a ton of storage and stuff, so you can pay to have it stored, grab it on your way to the lake, and it's about a 10-minute drive from most of these neighborhoods up to Lake Pleasant. So the lake living, the lake life is definitely a huge draw for it. Another draw is people love Peoria. The neighborhoods are beautiful, the homes are gorgeous, they're big. Your money goes a lot farther here than in other parts of the city. So if you're looking at like Scottsdale, Gilbert, downtown Phoenix, those places are more expensive. Your money can go a lot farther here in Peoria, and there's a really low turnover rate in Peoria, which basically means when people move to Peoria, they stay a long time. Not a lot of people want to leave, not a lot of people want to move, so there's not a lot of homes for sale in the Peoria area. And so in these neighborhoods and stuff like that, you're not going to see a whole ton of turnover. People like to stay for a long time, and they really enjoy living here. So let's check out a couple of the neighborhoods. So the biggest draw is Vistancia right here. This is like the height of like beautiful luxury living in Peoria. There's actually 3 different parts of Vistancia. There's 3 kind of main communities. This thing is huge. It's kind of like its own city almost, but there's 3 main kind of subdivisions within here. The village, and the village is best for families who like living in the vicinity of quality education. There's a lot of great schools. Peoria is one of the best school districts in the Phoenix area, and so if schools are really important and you like kind of that higher end living as well, then that's going to be a great fit for you. There's Blackstone, which is designed if you want kind of more the exclusive gated golf course lifestyle, luxury high-end homes, then Blackstone is going to be that part in Vistancia for you. And then if you are interested kind of more in active lifestyle, community designed with advanced amenities and stuff like that, whether you're family, retiree, whatever it is, Trilogy is going to be the place for you. So all 3 of those are all here within Vistancia. You're going to see there's like 3 kind of main sections. These are kind of all where those 3 communities are. So if you ever get a chance to go to Peoria, you have to check out Vistancia. It is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. All right, moving right along. On the other side of the 303, this is one of the main highways that runs along through here, the 303. So if you're living in Peoria, you're going to see the 303 is one of the main highways that you're going to take, as well as, let me zoom you out here a little bit so you can see it more, the 101. So depending what part of Peoria you're living in, either the 101 through here or the 303 are probably going to be the main highways that you're taking to and from just to get around different parts of the city and things like that. All right, let me zoom us back in. All right, so we just checked out Vistancia. Like I said, it's this gorgeous, amazing community, lots of golf, high-end living, shops, restaurants, all of that, and incredible schools all right there. So if that's something you're interested in, Vistancia is going to be the place for you. On the other side of the 303, we have the Peoria Regional Preserve. This is a gorgeous regional preserve. Up in this area, they have beautiful trails, lots of nature. So if you enjoy hiking, getting outside, mountain biking, all of that stuff, kind of looking at nature preserves, going through and enjoying nature and stuff like that, that's going to be a really beautiful place to do it. And if you want to live right there, Sonoran Mountain Ranch is gorgeous. It's this beautiful community that literally backs up to the regional preserve, and so you can have amazing mountain views. There's a beautiful golf course right in here, so if you kind of want that beautiful mountain views, luxury lifestyle close to the mountains, that is a great place for it right there. And we're going to keep going south. So I'll zoom out a little bit just so you can kind of see. Okay, so we started at Lake Pleasant up north. We're just going to keep working our way down south till we get closer to Glendale. So another place right here is the Lake Pleasant Town Center. So if you're living kind of more in the northern part of Peoria, Lake Pleasant Town Center is going to be your main hub for shopping, restaurants. You're never going to be more than 5 or 10 minutes away in any of these locations from, your everyday necessities like gas stations, coffee shops, restaurants, and shopping and stuff. But if you want to do a lot of shopping, a lot of entertainment, the more high-end restaurants, if you kind of want more amenities, the Lake Pleasant Town Center right here is going to be the main spot for it right there. So if you want kind of more than the everyday stuff, that is going to be your go-to spot, especially if you're in that northern part of Peoria. As we keep working our way down, if you're kind of more in central or south Peoria, your go-to spot is probably going to be the Arrowhead Town Center right here. This is it used to be called the Arrowhead Mall, but it's kind of more called the Town Center now. But this is a big mall. They've got all the shopping, everything you want. Of course, Target and Home Goods. If you see any other of my videos, those are my 2 favorite places. You got to have a Target and Home Goods close by. So both of those are right over here in the Arrowhead Town Center. You've also got the mall, more shopping, restaurants, theaters, all the entertainment, everything you can want is all right here. You also have the Peoria Sports Complex. So if you enjoy watching or playing sports, they got year-round baseball, events, and everything going on in the sports center. So that's a really fun place to go. There's always different activities and events going on there. So again, if you're a sporting fan, that is where you are going to want to be. Now, we've talked about high-end luxury living. We talked about mountain view living on the golf courses and everything. But if you like that kind of more historic living, then Varney is going to be the neighborhood for you. Varney is a historic neighborhood. It was actually built in the 1940s. So for Arizona, that is very old and historic. Like anything, before the 50s is like very, very old for Arizona and in the Phoenix metro area. So Varney is one of those historic neighborhoods that was built in the 1940s. Older homes with lots of character. They are a little bit smaller. The lots are a little bit smaller, but you're going to get a lot more character and really cool different types of homes there in the Varney area. So if you kind of like the more older homes with more character, that is going to be the place for you. Okay, moving right along, you can probably see there's a lot of different green areas and parks in here. There's lots of parks, little lakes, ponds, places for playgrounds, for fishing. You can get out hiking, biking. There's dog parks, all of that. So Pioneer Community Park is another one of those really big parks. It's got a fishing lake. It's got fields for sports and everything, playgrounds and all of that. So if you're in kind of the central or south Peoria area, this is one of the best big local parks right here for you that you might be interested in. And as we keep working our way down, we're getting pretty close. You can kind of see right over here, we're getting close to Glendale. Oops, whoa. All right. Getting close to Glendale right here. So Peoria and Glendale border each other. They literally share a border just kind of right along here. And so we're kind of branching into Glendale, but still somewhat Peoria. It's kind of a weird gray area right here, but I want to show you these two areas because these are a big draw for living close to this area. So we have the Westgate Entertainment District right here, as well as the Gila River Arena and the State Farm Stadium. So the Westgate Entertainment District is going to be your go-to spot for nightlife, dining, brunch, escape rooms, Build-A-Bear workshop. What else? Like all the arenas, the movie theaters, outdoor parks, indoor parks, everything you can want entertainment-wise is going to be right here over at Westgate. It is so much fun and there's a ton to do. So you could spend multiple days here and not get to see it all. There's a lot to do there, which is really fun. And again, if you like sports, these are the main kind of arenas and stadiums for this part of town. So if you're into hockey, the Gila River Arena is going to be where the Coyotes play hockey. If you're into hockey, I am not super into hockey, so I haven't been to any of the games, but people who are into hockey tell me it's a lot of fun. And then, of course, you have the State Farm Stadium. This is going to be where the Cardinals play for any NFL and football games, but also a ton of different events, conferences, concerts and stuff like that. I actually just saw Coldplay a few days ago there in concert, which was really cool because they got to come here and I got to see them live. That was amazing. So if you are interested in sports, concerts, big conferences, activities, and stuff like that, this is going to be one of the main hubs for it as well. So like we said, Peoria is just kind of one of those places where the turnover is low because people really love it. It's very residential, very community centric. It's safe. The schools are amazing. Some of the top school districts throughout the Phoenix area are right here in Peoria. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to see. Now, if you're wanting things like walkability, things really close together, this is not the spot for you. It's very spread out. You can probably see it's very spread out. And so it is not a walkable city. You're going to need a car. Public transportation is not great. I just want to be honest with you. So if you are thinking moving to Peoria, that's something to keep in mind is you are definitely going to want a car in order to be able to get around, not only just in different parts of Peoria, but to any parts of town. Let me also just show you really quick. Let's map out how quick it would take to get to Sky Harbor Airport. That is something that I always show just so you can kind of know where you're at and how far it's going to take. Because if you're doing a lot of traveling, whether it's for work or fun or anything like that, you want to know how long it's going to take you to get there from Peoria. All right, so if we do it from Peoria, okay. All right, so if you're kind of in central Peoria, this just kind of gives you a idea. I'll zoom you out a little bit. So if we're starting from central Peoria, it's about a 30-minute drive. Right now I'm checking it out. It's in the afternoon. So right around time when school's starting to get off, so traffic will continue to get a little bit heavier. So if you're going in the middle of rush hour, probably going to be 45 minutes. If you're coming to the airport all the way from like up here, Vistancia, or any of the neighborhoods near the Natural Preserve or Lake Pleasant, things like that, probably again 45 minutes to an hour at the most. So just kind of keep that in mind if you are going to be going to the airport a lot, if you do a lot of travel. Peoria is going to be a little bit outside of that, just to be aware. But there is a low turnover rate for a reason. People really love it. It's very residential. There's a lot to see and enjoy. Like I said, if you want to get a better feel for the neighborhoods, the area, the entertainment district, the arenas, everything that it has to offer, go check out that Peoria vlog tour. Hopefully this helps and gives you a little bit more information about whether Peoria is the right fit or not. I'd love to know if you've been to Peoria, if you live there, what you love about it, or is there anything that I missed that people absolutely need to know? Let me know in the comments. Like I said in the beginning of the video, we are always here and happy to help. So reach out, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email if you want to hop on a Zoom call and chat a little bit more to see how we can help you answer your questions or help you make that move here. We would love to help. We are always here, happy to answer questions and help in any way we can. So there you go. There's a quick little tour of Peoria. And until next time, we'll see you soon.